Justin's How Tuesday. Tonight we're gonna make Sunday style meatballs and spaghetti. But the secret is the red sauce. The common misconception. By the way, if you heard last week's Primetime Kitchen, you heard the chef talk about making red sauce and true Italian from that northern Italian where they have that beautiful bright red sauce. It's super simple. And when you ask what the recipe was, it's garlic, olive oil, tomatoes, and some herbs.
We are back, Jessica.
And some salt. We're going to make that for you tonight. You can make a great red sauce in just 30 minutes. It'll taste wonderful, and it'll get you away from that jarred stuff, which is blah. Let's don't do that. So, welcome to the show. I'm Jim.
I'm Tori.
That's my wife, Tori. And tonight we're going to try to teach you how to make a little something cool. As always, we start off with a toast. I'm having a little Two-Hearted Ale tonight, which is a really good beer. I like it a lot. Daniel introduced me to it. My friend Daniel Dennis.
Hey, Kathy.
My wife is having a glass of Meiomi Pinot Noir.
Cheers.
Which is what you get at most restaurants for about $11 a glass. And that bottle's like 14 bucks.
What's happening, Dwayne? Hey, Peggy.
Hey, also, before we get started tonight, if you'll notice, we have a nice roasted head of garlic here. And some bread. So as we're just kind of hanging out, we roasted this off and Tori's little clay.
It's so
Oh yeah, it's awesome. Show them.
Hold on. I am gonna try not to burn my fingers.
No, just show them that. You don't have to. Just turn the camera around. Show them.
Babe, it's a mess. That's all right. Okay. So this is the little clay oven, and what you do is you just take your garlic, you cut the head off the garlic, like this, and then you flip it upside down. Salt, everything like that in there.
And you put it in that little thing right there, and you put
you
this little top over it.
Put it in this. But the secret is that you have to soak the lid. So it captures moisture, so it basically steams it.
Yeah, in the water, and it gives a great roasty flavor. And you basically just grab the bulbs and squeeze them right out into some toasty bread. Yep. And again, if you're watching calories, all you want to do is maybe take a little good olive oil, mix it with that garlic, salt, yep, and onto your bread, and you'll save calories. You can put fresh herbs in there, get lots of great flavor without adding lots of butter. God, yep, you stay away from that. So.
Totally. All right,
so let's get our meatballs in the oven first. First things first, let's start with some thank yous. Okay, Wassey's Meats in Melbourne. Thank you guys so much for presenting Primetime Kitchen. We appreciate it. They're the biggest big green egg dealer in all of Central Florida. If you want to see us in action, come to the Sunshine State Egg Fest. April 28th. It's going to be a gigantic gig. Our friends from Bimbo Baker are going to be there. Porky's Barbecue going to be there. Plus, some of the biggest barbecue cooks and egg cooks in all of the nation come together for this. It's the second biggest egg fest in the country, guys. 5,000 people. And by the way, once you pay your one fee, which is really doable, you get in. All the samples are nothing. It's all day long. It's a long event, a lot of fun, family event. Plus, there's an opportunity for you to buy eggs at the lowest possible price. We hope to see you there. You'll see both of our tents set up. We're going to be doing a little cooking that day. We're going to be doing a little greeting that day, some stuff to give away. And yep, it's going to be a great day. We love the guys.
Mike Dixon came into town. You know Mike. Yeah. He kind of posts on Ptk'S some of his dishes sometimes. He came into town. He lives out of state. I can't remember where right now. But he stopped at Marlowe's Tavern because, per our suggestion, and it was amazing.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's always good. I mean, Marlowe's, I'm telling you, that lemon Milanese, or the chicken Milanese we made the other day,
yeah,
I still think is one of the best dishes we've ever made. Matter of fact, I was telling a friend of mine at lunch today that dish that we made with that bed of lemon ricotta, that crispy chicken breast, arugula salad, a little parm, and some tomato,
yeah,
absolutely delicious. Super simple and cheap.
Hey, Justin. Yeah, he said that the Funky Buddha is his new favorite beer too.
Oh, which one? The Floridian or the?
I don't know. He didn't say, but
they're all pretty. They do good beer. This this Two-Hearted Ale, Bell's, is also really good. Love them. Bell's good brewery. There are a number of beers they make. They make a stout there, I believe, that is incredibly good. A milk stout that's supposed to be incredible.
Okay,
all right, let's get started.
Yeah.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get the meatballs cooking.
Yep.
Get them in the oven, and as they're roasting, we'll start our tomato sauce because the tomato sauce is really fast and super simple. So let's get started. First things first is your kind of
realist.
You know, the one thing you can always say about my wife is she's always got an Iggy joke ready to go. So I like 80-20 hamburger meat here. A lot of people will use a little bit leaner beef. 80-20 has the fat you want. It's going to give you the flavor you want.
Okay.
But it's not so brutal that when you get done cooking your meatballs, you're going to literally be in a pool of fat. We're going to make a bunch of meatballs tonight. Here's the reason why. Hard to make meatballs for like one dish. In fact, spaghetti in dollars, we've been there, trust me. We know what a big pot of spaghetti means to a family. So we're going to go ahead and make a big old pot or a bunch of meatballs. That way we have some left over. So that's about 2.5 pounds. All right. So we are going to do some onion in our meatballs. All right. So we've got a little Spanish onion or a little yellow onion, whatever. And we're actually going to dice it. Oh, my eyesight is bad tonight. We're going to dice that pretty good. These onions are the worst. You got to tell you what, I love Publix, but sometimes they get some busted ass produce. I'm telling you straight up, I do love them dearly. But sometimes you get in there and get their onions. Their onion game can be better, in my opinion. I struggle with their yellow onions a little bit.
Your eyesight's bad tonight? Is that what you said? Is that what's happening?
Have I kept it a secret that my eyesight has waned? I don't want your glasses. Don't give them to me. I don't care. So, again, we want kind of a small dice on this. We don't want big old piece of onion. We want a little bit to get in each one. So this is half of a small.
Okay.
All right. So we're going to go ahead and do that other one as well.
Their onion game is not good.
It is not on fleek, as the kids say that they don't really say.
Put them in an ice bath. They won't burn when you cut them.
That's not the burning, that's the problem.
He's just blind, Eric.
You know, Eric can go to hell.
Eric's trying to help you out, buddy.
Eric can go straight to hell. Eric, I'm not sure I'm a fan. By the way, thanks Mike Oliver Holmes as well. Big sponsor of the show, allows us to keep it going. Oh, we're going to have some cool guests on this week, by the way, on Primetime Kitchen this Friday night, 8 o'clock, and then replay on Sunday morning at 8 a.m. as well.
Who is it?
We're going to have a couple guys that are they're like hip wine guys. They're not like stodgy wine guys. They're like hip, kind of laid-back wine guys. So we're going to talk wine with a couple guys who are like just regular dudes, and I think it's going to be good.
They want to know why you haven't called Dr. Filatowski.
Well, believe it or not, I have. But the problem with this, because what I always say during the spot is if you're a candidate, and it turns out, believe it or not.
I'm trying to get this lid off.
Yes, let me help you get to more alcohol. Please, this is the third top off, by the way. By the way, you aren't even at half a tank. Do you know what kind of maniacs fill up after only half a tank? Nobody does that.
Look, it's pre-planning.
Oh, by the way, I wanted to bring this up, because this is really more of a Jim Colbert show topic.
Thanks, William.
But I think this is kind of interesting. I saw maybe the rarest thing I've ever seen a human being do. And then I started kind of thinking to myself, I wonder what percentage of people do this. And I bet not 1 out of 1,000 people do what I'm about to say.
Say it.
Have you ever seen a person while pumping gas, right?
Okay.
Just pumping gas.
Okay.
That when they have the automatic pump thing in,
Yep.
that when it stops, when it releases, and it says, you got gas, that they just take it out of the tank and hang it up. They don't round up. They don't do anything else. They literally walked over, said, okay, that's good, and just put it up. Didn't look at the number, no nothing. The latch going off let them know they had the only... I do
it.
You don't do it. That's a lie.
I do. You always pump my gas when we're together. So
because I'm a chivalrous man.
Well, you don't see what I do when you're not there.
But
you don't know me.
Am I gaining on it? All right, we got about, that's about 4 good-sized heads of garlic per 2.5 pounds of beef.
Okay.
All right, we want some good salt in here.
Yep.
Remember what we say about what does beef love? Beef loves salt.
It loves it.
And some pepper. We're gonna have some good balance in here, so we're gonna get some good.
They said if you prepay, it'll stop automatically, and you don't have to round up either way. And that way you don't have to lament over people.
But I don't prepay. Who pays for gas cash anymore?
Well, apparently William does.
Who?
William. Mike Dixon said seasoning. Joanne says, I do it. I only round up if the pump's a manual. My car can't top off.
Man, everybody rounds up. I'm telling you, man, I think that's the rare...
No, that's bullshit. I don't round up.
Your language is unacceptable. This is a family show. There are children watching.
No, there's not.
Your wine problem? Tell them how goofy you were last night at the restaurant.
Oh man,
I
hadn't had one since the cruise. Oh, do you have any cruise stories?
Oh, stop. Hold on.
No, they want to know.
I know. Hold on. So we got some Parmesan cheese going in to our meatballs. We got to get these things in the oven, or the show's gonna be 1,000 years long. All right, so that's a little fresh grated Parmesan cheese.
Jimmy found a little Netflix soap opera that he's dying to
You started it. It's called The Killing. It's already been off the air for like 1,000 years, but we just found it today.
He's dying to get back to it.
So panko breadcrumbs, we want enough to be able to, when we hit it with that egg, that it'll hold together. Now, a little fresh.
Hold on, I need to know, how much was that?
I would say probably about a cup.
Okay.
Probably about a cup with some fresh oregano.
Okay.
So we're gonna pull some fresh oregano off here.
Joanne, like, what is up with you guys thinking that my wall art looks like BH?
Oh, no, I got that today. It does. It looks like a...
it does not. I'm going to turn on the light.
It looks like a cat's button.
No, it doesn't.
It does look like a cat's button.
It does not. Here we go. Look, guys, I got my furniture. I got my table.
Tori, what are you doing?
Babe, I'm showing him the art.
Tori.
This.
The action's over here.
That does not. It's giant, too. It doesn't look like anything.
Honey, the action's over here. What are you doing?
I'm coming.
So stupid. Who says that? Who says, hey, get over here. The action's over here.
Okay,
right.
go.
So we got some fresh oregano. That's probably about 2 tablespoons.
Yep.
We're chopping it pretty good.
Oh my God, they all think it looks like that.
What?
I've never even thought about that. Hey, they told us that we should watch Wild Wild Country.
I just saw the spot for that today. Is it good?
I don't know. They said that we should double button it.
All right. So we have some fresh oregano. And we're going to do a little bit of basil in here. We don't want a whole lot of basil.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put a little bit of basil in my spaghetti sauce.
Oh, man, that's so aromatic.
Oh, I know. It's great. Basil's the best.
Hey, Alex, what's up?
Oh, God. I'm going to have to do it or these guys are going to get on my ass.
Do it. Roll it.
Got to roll it. Never done this.
Okay, go. Did you sharpen that knife before you started? Because it was dull. It was.
Like your jokes?
Oh.
Half this is probably illegal. All right. 2 tablespoons of basil.
Yep.
Let's crack an egg.
Okay.
Egg will hold it all together for us.
Perfect.
All right. And we may actually...
No, you're good.
Get one more, please. And we're going to need some more breadcrumbs, too.
More what?
Breadcrumbs, but I'll get that.
Okay.
Because you can see already, we're blending the herbs really. And actually don't mind getting there. And I like to just kind of break the hamburger up as much as I possibly can. Because I want a little bit of that seasoning and some of that. I want everything on a little bit so when I start forming my meatballs.
Yeah. They're saying, they're doing Remember When.
Remember when what?
The fire department.
Oh my God. Is that what we're doing now? You know, Tony Soprano said that has been...
Turn this into meatloaf. Not with this stuff.
Well, I wouldn't put the oregano in there, but
Right.
we do put like some Italian seasonings. But what makes it to me meatloaf?
Yeah.
Is Worcestershire sauce.
Worcestershire.
Worcestershire. All right.
Okay.
So we're gonna make a little bit like a racquetball,
Okay.
like the size of a racquetball.
Eric wants to know if you put the eggshells in.
Eggshells in. Why would I do that?
I don't know, babe.
That guy just sounds stupid.
Yes, guys, the Wi-Fi's on. It's probably the weather.
Oh, is it bad? Stay right there. Let's talk to everybody.
I can.
Let them know how you're feeling.
Oh, I'm feeling like I need some of this garlic right here. That's what I'm feeling.
Give me. Oh, I've been shoveling.
Look at it. You can squish it up.
Oh yeah.
Dude, that looks really gross.
It does look gross, but it's not gross.
We'll do this.
So we're gonna get these meatballs going. Now, the cool thing is once we get these going in the oven, you're gonna sear them off. We're gonna brown them in the oven on the stovetop in our nice cast iron pan, which we're heating up right now. Finish them at 350. It'll take 20 minutes or so. Hard to overcook these. A lot of fat here.
Okay.
You're not gonna have a problem overcooking them. Don't overwork the meatball because your heat will actually start melting the fat on the outside.
Okay.
If you just kind of roll them around your palm like that without even your hands touching, they come right together. And then once you get an idea of how much your hand, look how uniform those are.
Yeah.
I bet those are all way within a half an ounce of each other because you can tell when you get that in your hand.
Yeah.
How much it is to your. It's like a poker chips. I can grab a stack of 5s. I know exactly where $100 is.
Justin wants to know if Lodge is sponsoring us yet.
No, not yet. By the way, Tom and Dan Cruise, amazing time. A lot of fun. I realize that I am out of the party age because those guys go hard. And I've gone that route in my life. So we hung out, saw the guys at a bunch of events, Had a great time. I mean, they're the best hosts. Tony does a great job organizing that, giving you guys a really good deal for the money. Tom and Dan provide a lot of really good interaction. It was fun. We had a really good time, and we look forward to doing another one.
Oh, it's so much fun. You know what? It's super cool to see the demographic of their listeners. Like, it goes from 60-year-olds down to 21-year-olds.
18, 21-year-olds. I couldn't agree more.
And I mean, white, black, Hispanic, Asian, Indian. I mean, like there was everybody there. It was Epcot on the boat. Epcot for Tom and Dan.
Don't know if that'll happen. Let's wish them the best.
They want to know if you can replace the beef with
turkey, ground turkey. Oh yeah. Matter of fact, I will tell you something. I told Tori for a while.
Yeah.
We were on that kick where we cooked a lot of ground turkey, and I would contend that I could make you a ground turkey meatball and a beef meatball. You'd be able to tell it, but it wouldn't be immediate. I will guarantee you that. We're gonna do a little olive oil.
Peggy said that. Peggy, you're going next year? Oh my God, Peggy's going. We have to go on the Tom and Dan cruise.
All right, so we're gonna do a little.
You threw that olive oil all over the damn place.
Well, honey,
it's okay. It's all right.
What's happened? So we have we started our water boiling because we made fresh pasta tonight using our old. The recipe we did earlier for the show. You can see it right over here where I have our linguine cut and ready to go. We also have a little patty here because I think I'm going to make a little fettuccine. So we can get these in. We want the pan hot though, Tori. See it smoking a little bit? Because we don't want them to stick. Give them a little room. Work them around the pan.
Work them around it.
Can I tell you, half the time we're doing this, I don't know what you're doing. It's terrifying. All right. And look at that. We get exactly what we want. We don't want them touching. We want them to have room.
Jessica said, will they cook all the way through? Chris said that he bought tickets already for the Tom and Dan cruise next year. You guys should, because I think the prices are going up like $250 in a week or two. Yeah,
I mean, Tony will be able to do it. If you're on Facebook, you can find it and be a part of it. Great time, had a good time. It was a good deal. By the way, it was a good money offer. You know how I am. Got a balcony room, drink package, dinner package.
God, it was awesome.
And it was a really good deal. We used all that stuff. Restaurants are pretty good. Ship is fun. There's a lot of stuff to do. And that's that. It was a good time. Thanks for inviting us. We loved it, and we'll definitely go again.
Jackie said them balls are huge.
Yeah.
So will they cook all the way through? Or?
Well, they will in the oven. So we're just using the stovetop to brown. Okay. So while that's doing that, because that's going to take a second to brown.
These are usually better brown. Right? I mean, they're bigger, typically. Why don't you want to talk about my past life?
There's nothing wrong with your past life. At all.
Okay. Can we get some of this garlic out of here?
Let me do this.
Okay.
So what I would do, I'll grab one of these
little nuggets.
Right? So we were a little
close.
Hold on. Stop. A little salt. Tiny bit of olive oil. There you go.
Thanks, babe.
A little appetizer.
You trying to sober me up?
Yeah. So look how quick that browns this cast iron.
This is not a pearl party. Sorry, guys. This is cooking. I do watch the pearl party show.
You should never admit that. Even if you love them and subscribe to them, you should never admit it. So we're just going to half a turn with our tongs. You can do this with a spoon if you want to. It'll work just fine. Just getting color.
Perfect.
Well, let's go ahead and start our crazy, unbelievably easy sauce.
Okay.
So we want to start with we like garlic.
We love garlic.
So we're gonna cook with a lot of garlic tonight. We're gonna cook about 6 really good sized cloves of garlic.
Oh, you're doing that chunky. It is, Stacy. It's gonna be delicious. Our house is gonna reek like garlic for 3 days.
This this will be the most
This is like foreplay to me, though.
indigestion-inducing. Look at how much garlic that is.
I eat it raw, though.
I know.
Burn your mouth off.
Burn your damn face off. So this super easy dish, by the way, this you can also this dish calls for some Italian parsley, which I did not pick up today, but I'm telling you, the parsley does give it a great earthy flavor. We're gonna get away with it with our fresh garlic, our fresh oregano, and our fresh basil.
What's up, Michigan? Michigan in the house.
Yeah.
What's happening? Oh my gosh! So we sent out a ton of
Jim Colbert Show magnets.
Jim Colbert Show magnets, and I'm telling you, we sent them all over the globe,
like everywhere,
which is so freaking incredible. And not only that, us doing we did a tweet or something under the Jim Colbert Show, and talk radio host from Dublin,
Ireland, right,
contacted us and said that he loves the show.
So we're going to start a segment on the Jim Colbert Show coming up soon, where we talk to like other international, like globally recognized talk show hosts, and just talk to them about what they talk about in their home country. And he's going to come in on the program the middle of April.
Yep.
His name's Niall.
Towards the end of April.
His name's Niall. He's a really awesome guy. We're also going to have Gloria Gaynor.
Oh yeah.
Is going to be on the show soon, and she's going to tell us her story of her story. I mean, it really is unbelievably amazing. Last year, Tori was so lucky to go up to her induction until that. It was like the Hall of Fame. She was at the Library of Congress. It was like this big deal. They were inducting her song into the Library of Congress music collection or whatever for it being so iconic and stuff. And Tori was there, so we can't wait to have her on. She's completely transparent. She's unembarrassed about her past, and boy, she's got quite a past. So look forward to that too on the Jim Colbert Show coming up in just a little bit. Well,
we're actually going to do you're gonna pre-record. You're gonna do something with her, but we're also gonna cook for her.
We're going to her house.
We're gonna go stay the weekend with her. The weekend of the 20th and 21st, I think, in April, and
we're gonna go up there and do a How Tuesday from her house.
Yeah,
but it's gonna be like on a Sunday thing or whatever. We'll tell you all about it.
Yeah, it'll be super cool.
So she's dope.
Okay, Chris said he's hungry.
Yeah, we're almost done. So we want to just get that pink oven. So don't worry about this. We just want color. See how we have that beautiful little crust? That'll hold on to the tomato sauce. I'll tell you what, we're going to go and put them right in.
Yep.
They're ready to go.
Yep.
So in we go, 350.
Yep.
Right in the middle rack. And guys, I'm telling you, cook them until you push them and they're firm. You're not going to really... You would have to let those things sit in there an hour before they started really kind of drying out or whatever. So first things first, we have some olive oil getting warm.
Okay.
By the way, guys, if you enjoyed the video tonight, please like and share. We do have a YouTube channel, PrimeTime Kitchen. We have all the content up there, plus old dishes. We have cool stuff up there. My bio, Heather's bio, merchandise. If you want to get some stuff, we don't mind that as well. We'll ship everything out.
That's at ptkradio.com.
ptkradio.com.
Now
so we have these
all over again.
Look at this garlic. This has to Tori.
It makes me so happy.
Tori, this is half a cup.
Mm-hmm.
Of fresh garlic. Look at this. God, this stove gets so hot so fast. I love it.
It does.
The great thing about cooking garlic is that flowering, that blossoming thing that you get. Now, goes in there pretty quickly. Now, a couple things. These are canned tomatoes. I like using these. San Marzano tomato is gonna be pretty good. I also use like diced and then crushed.
Why?
Because I just think it gives the best texture and consistency. These are actually whole tomatoes.
What meat did you use for the, I'm sorry about the lag, guys.
No, that's okay. It's 80-20.
Okay.
Brown chuck, I think we used tonight.
All right, Robert, sorry about the glitchy.
There we go. So that's ready to go. There's really nothing else. We're going to put in some tomatoes. Those are whole peeled.
Jessica says she uses Prego.
She should not. She has options, all right?
Okay.
So we're going to actually let this cook for a few minutes.
Okay.
Stir this up and and then we're going to have to wind up breaking this down.
Okay.
With our immersion blender because we couldn't find the diced and these great San Marzanos. I'm going to put a little salt in there in a minute, not quite yet.
Okay.
Yeah, we can put a little there now. You got to be careful with tomatoes I'm in. Now, there's another thing with tomato sauce that's also a very useful thing. Tomato sauce has to have some sucrose in there, some sugar of some sort, right? You can use a lot of things. You can use stuff to add flavor. You can just use regular table sugar. In my chili, famously, I've used this red wine reduction that once it's reduced down, it turns into this beautiful sweet syrup with that beautiful kind of flavor that really enhances every other flavor of that chili. I don't want to use that here because I really don't want that red wine note. I want these tomatoes to shine. I really do.
Do you use sea salt?
I use kosher salt.
What's up, Dan Lee?
But you can use sea salt. It's fine. I just use kosher salt because it dissolves quickly. It gives you a great round, not sharp, salty flavor.
Okay.
Like a lot of the Himalayan salts or sea salts or whatever. They offer the same thing, but there are a number of different kinds that are great.
What's your thoughts about beef and pork meatball?
Well, to be honest with you, I'm glad somebody answered that. So
they asked.
A traditional. I stroke a pose and I can't even talk. Hi everybody, I'm Jim Glover. So the traditional one has veal. Some of them have hamburger veal pork. I mean they have a lot of different things, and it just gives you different textures. Veal is this beautiful milky, just creamy beef, whereas beef is just that nice bold beef fat flavor.
Yeah. And
then the pork offers a totally different characteristic. Regular hamburger meatballs. I've seen people make combinations of turkey meat and hamburger. I'm telling you, I think that the higher fat, not the 99%, but the 97% turkey meat makes an unbelievably good meatball and meatloaf, by the way.
They're bitching that our time's wrong on our clock.
Really, guys? Really? That's where we are?
I love it.
But that's where we are?
Well,
are they going to answer?
Right now.
Are they going to answer?
Right now, I'm having a problem with my floor, and I keep side-eyeing it. Thank God people can't see me.
Oh, you know, Craig?
Look at it.
Well, Tori, guess what? Get it together and clean. You look like a heathen, dude.
Oh my God.
All right. Basil?
Yep.
Some more leaves.
What are you eating?
A little bit of that bread. Is that fine? I try so hard.
Crazy person
I know.
tonight. You're trying to get back to your soap opera. I understand.
I know. I'm trying so bad. My dog's out there in a hailstorm earlier. I don't even care.
This show is not pre-recorded.
What would you think is pre-recorded?
What Robert asked.
Well, Robert, guess what, buddy?
It's not.
You're wrong. So a little bit of oregano.
Yep.
I like to cook it a little bit before I put the herbs in. I don't want them to cook too much. Get all.
Chris said, "Ooh, the floor."
Oh, Chris, really?
I agree, Chris. It's driving me absolutely AS.
Me too.
Every time I see him drop stuff on the floor, there goes a piece of basil. Oh.
What?
He wanted to know if it was pre-recorded because our clocks say 6:30.
Oh my God. Wow, man. I promise it's not. Woo! Smell that.
I smell it right
wow,
now.
that smells great.
Yeah.
So that's going to give a lot of good effervescence to our sauce, which is going to bind to these beautiful meatballs. We're going to have this fresh pasta. By the way, that pasta recipe.
They want to know how to pork. The recipe.
Why does stuff like that make you laugh? Can I tell you, I think differently of you when you laugh at stuff like that.
It's so funny.
That's why it's not, though.
Okay, go. How do you pork? Okay.
Definitely need another beer. God, I've missed you guys. I've missed doing this.
Carl said that you needed another beer.
Yeah, I do.
And what kind of beer are you drinking?
Two Hearts.
Okay. Daniel introduced you to it, right?
Daniel did introduce me. Daniel introduced me to a lot of good stuff. Daniel does not give himself credit for being, by the way, we're talking about Daniel Dennis, Tom and Dan, internationally known to rock the microphone. He is the old school foodie. Actually, I got to give that guy credit for kicking me in the ass and getting me started with Meat of the Week. If it wasn't for Daniel, I might have sat on my hand, excuse me, and never done Meat of the Week.
What's wrong? What's happening? What do you have in your throat?
Pride. Choking on it.
They're trying to huff the fresh basil.
Why would they do that?
Because it smells so good.
I forget they're all psychotic addicts. Oh, I'm going to get my immersion.
I don't know if it's 4K or not. I bought this gimbal, and it's way better because, the pork. The pork's making you choke, babe.
Oh, it's got to be the pork.
All right, so let's look at this.
Yeah,
It's super bright.
tomatoes and garlic and olive oil. It's gonna be bright.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
Let me pop this. Okay. So if you don't have one of these, this is another good little reason we can do this little thing here.
Pop what?
This is that coochie. Pop thing. What? So.
I can't believe you.
I know, I can't believe it either. Could you delete that? Can we delete it? No? Go back? Rewind. All right, immersion blender. If you don't have one, they're awesome. So it allows you to blend. And did I just dance?
And sing, pop that.
Immersion, come here. Stop laughing. You giggle like a witch. Step over here so you don't look at the light. We want to get these tomatoes broken down. We had whole tomatoes tonight.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all we want.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to go ahead. So we just want to break those down so we don't have big pieces of whole tomato. We'll put that right in there. Clean that up a little bit.
Oh my God, you are such a pig, and you know it's killing my brain.
All right, herbs in. All right, so come here.
Stop calling me like that.
I can't. No more whole tomatoes in there. But
me around like.
But we just still have very good consistency.
Good.
Oh man.
Salt?
A little bit of salt, yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. Good call. Salt?
Yep.
Now, traditional tomato sauce, from what I understand, does not have this. It's tomato paste.
Okay.
I'm going to put probably about a tablespoon. I think.
Make sure you drip that shit on my floor.
I got it right there.
Thanks.
Tomato paste creates a depth.
Yep.
Of flavor in those tomatoes that I love. I just want a little bit to give that real nice. I love really bold tomato flavors. I like bright, fresh flavors, but I do like deep, rich, dark tomato flavors as well.
Yeah.
And I like those with beef, like a lot of beef. So
lots of beef.
Yep.
And
so
pork.
Believe it or not, guys.
Do you like pork and beef?
I do, Tor. I'm a fan of pork and beef. Is that it? Are we done?
Okay.
So, tomato sauce is done.
Yeah, that looks delicious, babe.
Tori, you don't even know. You're just, you don't even care. All right, we're gonna put that on simmer.
Okay.
I'm gonna have a drink.
That's what you need. You need more.
I do need a drink. Yeah, I do. Cheers, by the way.
Cheers.
And by the way, tips
Touching
for the BDMs.
tips.
For the BDMs, thank you guys for all your support as always.
Question. Sorry, Kathy. Send it again. It said something about the paste. I didn't catch it.
Cool. If you haven't gotten your ticket to Beard and Baldwin, right here in Baldwin Park, there's an amazing event coming up in just a few weeks. April 14th, I think it is.
Yep.
And like a ton of unbelievable, well, it's Beard and Baldwin. So Beard nominated or Beard winners will be set up in Baldwin Park, which is the coolest little place, by the way, guys. The ticket is like a little over $100, but it's premium wines, premium alcohol, all day, great food. So if you can make it, it's Beard and Baldwin. I think you can just go to beardandbaldwin.com or search it on Google and find it and buy your tickets there. We'd love to see you around. I'm hosting it along with Heather, so we'll be doing some stage announcements. Plus, we'll be kind of walking around.
Oh, really? I didn't even know.
Handing out some koozies and some PrimeTime Kitchen t-shirts and whatnot. So I'd love to see you there.
Yeah.
So thanks to those guys. We appreciate it. That's all brought to you by Jason Chen and that crew. Great guys over at Osprey Tavern and Sato Sushi.
Okay, so she asked if you put paste in with the garlic first.
No.
I think so. The paste was last, right?
Paste. I put paste in last. I put paste in right. Oh, hold on. What happened there? Yeah, I don't want that. Paste in with herbs.
Okay.
And really, to be honest with you, a lot of guys will put the herbs in at the very end. I like them to cook a little bit.
Yep.
Right, wrong, good, and different. I don't really care. That's how I like it, so that's how I make it. Now, I wanted to go back to the meatball thing real quick, if you don't mind.
Okay.
So, like with anything we do when we're cooking, everything we do, an omelet is basically folded over scrambled eggs, right? A cheese omelet is folded over scrambled eggs with cheese. A ham and cheese omelet, you get the idea, right?
Yep.
So with that said, when you make your meatballs, don't be afraid to get a little crazy. Chop up some pepperoni in there if you want to. Put some mozzarella in there. If you want to kind of cube up some mozzarella or get those little pearls and wrap them up in there, do that. If you want to push a cube of your favorite cheese in the dead center of the meatball, make it around there, do it. I mean, this is all your thing. If you like roasted red pepper, do it.
Right.
So, again, with meatloaf, meatballs, anything where you're mixing it together like that, create the flavor profile that you love, because that's what we do here. Really, that's not what the show's about. So we try to teach a little bit of the basic stuff to kind of get you started, and then let your own creativity take over and kind of go from there. And that's what we hope you guys do with this information we give out. And this mess that we make. So let's check our meatballs real quick.
Okay, let's do.
See how nice and brown they are everywhere? No pink anymore?
Yeah.
I mean, they're not. There's no pink in there at all.
No, I know. I'm just trying to see.
But they have about probably 10 more minutes.
Yeah.
All right. So, and again, the sauce will simmer off. Now, the cool thing is we made our pasta fresh.
All right, guys. If you guys have any questions, let us know, and I'll try to read them as fast as possible. This new app that I use. Oh my.
Well, the pasta.
Lord.
The pasta is breaking.
Oh, because it dried out.
Yeah, dried out a little bit.
That's all right.
That's fine because we have one here.
Oh, are we gonna do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Well, we'll do it right when we're getting ready to go.
Okay.
So we'll just make a little bit because we have some there. I can still cook that. I'm just being an ass. I mean,
okay.
Because really, to be honest with you, with that fresh pasta, I make my dough. Like we made our dough this afternoon around 2 o'clock. Let it sit an hour. By the way, the dough, that recipe is on board. You can go to PrimeTime Kitchen or ptkradio.com and find it. Semolina flour, eggs, water, olive oil, salt. Good, knead it up so it's nice and smooth. Wrap it for an hour and then run it through your pasta roller.
What kind of pasta roller is that?
This is an Atlas, and this is
okay.
This is one of the ones that's kind of known. This is a pretty well-known pasta machine, and they're really not that bad. And the cool thing is they will last forever. I mean, it will literally last forever.
Do not put water anywhere near it.
God almighty. You should see how many times in the little book there, they're like, do not touch it with water. It will turn into a gremlin and eat your face.
So do you have any cruise stories that you want to talk about?
I won a lot of money playing poker.
Did you?
Paid for my cruise playing poker.
Yeah, that's true.
We paid for our entire vacation playing poker.
We did.
We had a couple donkeys at the table, not BDMs. There's some good BDM players. Chris and Crystal, they were fun to play with. If you guys are out there, great playing with you.
They were really fun to play with.
I forget the name. I got a name to the left of me. He had kind of long hair. I forget his name. The only reason I remember Chris and Crystal because it's Chris and Crystal, and we played, like hours.
Right.
The guy who was the poker room manager at Club 52 was there. He was playing with us, so we had a lot of fun with the BDMs and playing cards and just enjoying ourselves. It was great, man.
Marcia asked if you won as much money as Craig.
I don't think I won as much as Craig. Craig won an assload of money, and I won't bust him out. But the first night,
we're making Craig hangry apparently.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The first night, Craig. By the way, if you don't know, Power Spot Fireworks. BuyByFingers.com. I want fireworks.com. Sat down at the 3-card poker table, and I think 8 hands later, got dealt a straight flush and won like $1,900. And apparently crushed it on craps or ultimate hold'em or something for another giant win.
Yeah,
allegedly, IRS. Allegedly.
Brandon said that he won a Roundtree 50.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
We won a little bit more than that, but it was good. I mean, hold on. Let me rephrase that real quick. I misspoke.
You don't.
No, that's that. I do though. But hold on. Let me explain. Tori digs a financial hole playing slot machines.
Just the first night, typically.
I use poker winnings to fill up that hole.
Yes,
so
whatever. You're not better than me. And let's remember.
What?
Once you go.
Tori. Stop. You have to stop.
Okay, yeah. Russell, the garlic smell in this house is very strong right now.
Our sauce is ready. We're going to pull our meatballs out.
Okay.
Because I know they're ready.
Ooh, no, they're ready. Oh, look at that. Oh, my God. Look at my floor. While he's doing that, I want everyone to gaze upon my floor. This is shocking.
Just come here.
Over here.
So we want to put our meatballs right into our sauce. Just want to put as many as we're going to use. We don't need to put the whole thing in there. So we're going to just use probably, I'll do 3 on my plate and 2 on yours. We'll do 3 on both. What the hell?
Okay. Are you saying I'm fat?
Yeah, a little bit. So I'm Tori. Tori was a joke and you know it. Don't hold me to that.
Oh my God. If you wind up dead, this
what?
Is
You can't say that. You can't say that. If I wind up dying of a heart attack tonight, I want them to take you to jail forever. All right. So that's ready.
Okay.
Let's go and roll this out real quick.
Yep.
All right, so.
Your garbage, your trash on the floor probably fell on.
It's not going to take you long to get that done, Tori. You'll be fine. So we're going to set it on 1.
Okay.
Going to roll our little mag. We like to stop it around 4. When we make our noodles and boil them off. I think we got 1 more. Okay, so we got it to the thickness we want. We're
Okay.
Put our motor up to our linguine setting. That's what you said you wanted tonight, right?
Yep.
Make sure our water is
It's glitching a
still
little
boiling.
bit.
Still good.
Kathy, I'm trying to stay in one position.
All right, try to stay right where you are. You're good.
Because our Wi-Fi. I have the highest, Vernon. I have the highest, buddy. No, there won't be any glitches on the actual video. It's only during the Wi-Fi. On the video that I upload to YouTube. There's no glitches.
Okay. Oh, there we go. A little bit of pasta there. There we go. All right, so. Pasta in. To our linguine setting.
Yeah.
Pasta in. To our linguine setting.
This reminds me of...
another failure we had? Booyah!
Alright, I'll come over here.
Boom! Cut that off.
Eric said 1 more beer. 1 more beer.
Right into our
Oh, that's beautiful.
water.
Good job, babe.
Water's pre-salted, and this is only take a few seconds. So let's go and get a plate because we're gonna be plating this up really fast.
Okay.
I'll clear up a little spot here.
This looks really, really good, and I'm super excited about dinner. Oh, there went something else on the floor.
Sorry. So we're just a little pasta there.
Yep. Okay. So
what?
we are doing the beard at Baldwin, and we are doing. We're going to Gigi's house and doing a How Tuesday with Glory Gaynor.
Yep.
And then
We have the Egg Fest April 28th.
we have the Egg Fest, and then
We're trying our best to work out a really cool Cinco de Mayo party. We're really trying hard. It'll be fast if it comes together. It's going to be at a cool place, but time is our enemy right now. We are trying our best. So
we're working on it. Fingers crossed, and save the date for Cinco de Mayo. Probably going to be a mid to late afternoon gig, so you can go to a party that night.
live music, 1 ticket price gets you.
Well, we don't know yet.
Well, I mean, the theory is flight of beer, a couple tamales. If you haven't tried Tamales, he's a BDM, Jesse Lardis, a great guy, and the food is amazing. All you have to do is go online and search what other BDMs or search what other people on Facebook are saying about his product.
Yep.
It is amazing.
It's really, really good.
So, I mean, it's exceptionally good. Like Deborah Roberts, who works with us, is Colombian. And when Heather McPherson even ate these for the first time, the first thing she said is like, oh, finally, something authentic Mexican. Like, that's how she felt about it.
Sure.
All right, so we have our pasta.
You know there's holes in that? Okay.
Very good. Just want to keep it here. Oh, that's not working so much. There we go. That's all right.
There it is. That's good. Good job.
We're just going to make 1 plate.
Okay.
Now, again, there are a lot of ways to do this. There are a lot of guys who will take this pasta, put it in a plate, or put it in a bowl, kind of toss it a little bit with the sauce, whatever. The old American way is spin it on the plate,
Yep.
top it with a couple meatballs, some sauce,
And call it good.
and call it good.
So, yeah, we are sending out, 500 magnets for the Jim Colbert Show.
Yes.
So that's happening. So those will all go out tomorrow, I think.
Yeah, we're going to get them out there tomorrow.
Yep. And we're also working on more in the future. And we're working on something else that I guess we'll announce at a later date.
Yeah. We can do that.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely. All right, we're ready.
Do you rinse the pasta? Pete wants to know if you're supposed to rinse the
don't
pasta.
do that. You want that natural starch on there, make it
The tamales place is called Tamales and Moss, M-A-S. You can find them on Facebook. PrimeTime Kitchen, I think it's something that PrimeTime Kitchen has liked. But it's called Tamales and Moss. His name is Jesse Lardis. He will deliver. It's the best tamales I've ever had, ever.
It's the best tamales you will have.
Yeah.
And look, man, that's not just me saying it, because Jesse's a friend. He's a good friend of mine. But he had a girl. Jesse. Anyway,
I get it.
80s flashback. My God, I'm in my 280Z. We're going faster. But not because it's a great product. It really is. I mean, I would tell him it would suck if not, but we keep them at the house in our freezer at all times because they're to pop them in, heat them up.
Yep.
Delicious meal.
Yep.
Love them. Okay, we're gonna take a little bit of our sauce, our fresh tomato sauce we made.
Wow, that looks really, really good.
Put it right on top. A lot of people like a little bit more and a little bit less.
Okay.
Either way, it doesn't matter. It's how you like it. That's what matters. We're gonna take a little of our leftover basil.
Okay.
Put it right on top. There's a couple ways to do it. A lot of people just like, well, I'll just put it on there with my...
That green is like too perfect.
That what?
The green on the basil is so good.
So we're gonna come with some shaved parm. Not quite done yet. A little shaved parm, not too much.
Okay.
A lot of people kill it with parm. We don't want to do that. A little bit of fresh olive oil.
Okay, so why did we just do olive oil?
Because olive oil reinforces the flavors that are in every part of this. There's olive oil in the meatballs, there's olive oil in the sauce, and it's olive oil.
Okay.
So you want it in there. You know what I'm saying?
Awesome.
So what you do is you take a nice piece of bread.
Yep.
Put it right on top with a couple of these pieces of roast garlic right on top to go. And there you go. There's our home-style meatballs. We did it in 50 minutes, guys. Started from scratch, and actually the first 10 minutes of the show, we didn't cook anything.
Right.
So what am I saying? You can make a great, fresh, organic tomato sauce and the meatballs that you love, and you can do it in 40 minutes from dead scratch.
Yep.
And you have this beautiful dish that is going to be awesome.
I think you could do it faster because we were talking and all that kind of stuff.
And we made fresh pasta. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, if you had boxed pasta, I would prefer you guys, if you're going to use fresh pasta, use that Butoni or whatever they call it.
Yeah, that you get in the next to
cold
the eggs
section,
or whatever.
right?
Yeah.
It's good and it cooks in 3 minutes. That's really the number one thing. It is a good product. It cooks pretty fast. If you're not going to make your own and go through this mess, we do because we like to do stuff like that, but you don't have to do that. But,
nope.
But we'll have this recipe up. It's really easy. I mean, it's no time. I've got a couple to get up. I know I'm behind a little bit. I'll get caught up and we'll get those up to date this week. But
all of the recipes are brought to you by Mike Oliver Homes. And you can find him on ptkradio.com.
Absolutely. And Mike but you guys have been calling Mike and giving him some business, and I really appreciate that. He's a good guy, helped us out immensely in a really kind of weird situation. We were buying and selling a home at the same time, and everything went completely smooth. And we did not get ripped off for $50K, which is positive, let's face it.
That's great.
Also, big thanks to Wassies. We said that earlier. Wassies.com, that's WASSIS.
Yep.
.com for all the information for the Egg Fest, Sunshine State Egg Fest coming up. Beard and Baldwin, happening here on April 14th. Get your tickets online. Just search Beard and Baldwin. Don't forget to go to ptkradio.com for everything PrimeTime Kitchen and How Tuesday. All the videos, everything is up there. The good, the bad, the ugly, and the one really, really, really bad show, which is the funniest one of all time.
It's so funny.
And, oh, by the way, coming up on the Jim Colbert Show this week, we're going to have a good time, so don't forget to tune into that, 3 to 7. And this week we have 2 wine experts, kind of hip for guys. They're going to be on PrimeTime Kitchen this week. So, guys, thank you so much again for everything. Spread the word, like and share the video if you had a good time tonight. And we'll see you next week right here on PrimeTime Kitchen's How Tuesday. We'll see you guys.
Bye,
have
guys.
a good week.